Killing it.
They stole the Mars. What's the response?
5 seconds remaining.
Slardar.
Well, they can't pick
They're
Luna
gonna
anymore.
Slardar Snapfire. Yes, exactly.
Radiant
Yep, you know.
Viper.
Ooh, I like that.
Very exciting.
Viper,
liquids.
kind of a tough hero. Like I would say generally, like Mars is so good because you think of like heroes that stop the enemy team from picking certain things. I feel like Mars almost stops you from picking ranged carries. And Viper,
Yeah.
you know, Viper's favorite game is to go like Dragonlance, bots, BKB, right? And it's like, you know, if the arena is there, it's just like so hard for Viper to get stuff done. So I prefer the offlane Viper that goes like,
10 seconds remaining.
you know, Veil or Atos and plays for like, you know, keeping them in your nether pool.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
it's
you
called.
lose some of that possibility that 3-3 flexed earlier, where like, yeah, he's off lane, but it became apparent that he needed the damage and ended up winning the game because they could play like that. And versus a Mars, it's not that easy to do.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could play just play Pos 5 Viper, which I think LeBron actually plays. He likes the green heroes, so
Yeah,
I could see it
he
happening.
likes to experiment a bit, right? He plays some like Brew 5 too. He wants to pull out the big heroes when he can.
Yeah, I think he was I don't know exactly. I don't know who their drafter is, but he used to. He used to always just draft himself like some hipster heroes.
Mm-hmm. Finally got a Phoenix,
Speaking
though.
of non-hipster heroes, Mars,
Yeah.
Phoenix, non-hipster. Everybody does it.
Serious
Very
stuff.
common.
No, it's good.
Serious stuff.
It's pretty good versus Viper. It's actually like if the Viper gets the Dragonlance and the BKB, he becomes like an awesome egg hitter, but not against Mars. So really strong combo. It's nice if you can find some like mobile heroes that can disengage. Liquid bans PL, but Spider Pig's actually banned Void. But heroes like that can just jump out of the arena and just run away from egg, because killing egg when there's an arena up is kind of it's very hard.
I mean, it looks like Liquid are probably prepping for a TV here. I mean, yeah, you're banning PL because it's just really good versus like the Phoenix and the Mars, but like, you know, you have the option and the Spider Pigs don't. So I wouldn't be surprised they want to ban that out next. I think he just looks too good.
I would say because Spider Pigs is second pick, they really need to be the team that knows what they want to pick in this second phase, and Liquid can be on the side where they're just looking to respond by counterpicking Spider Pigs. So they're going to ban out some of the heroes that they feel like give them the most problems. I agree with the PL for sure. Clockwork ban is a little more questionable, but you know, maybe they're thinking they want something that's bad against it. I don't know. And Nyx makes some sense to me as well.
It's looking like a possible Jug game here at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mars, Phoenix. I mean, he's a little bit at the moment, but
I think
they were
I feel like Jug is just a terrible hero. I feel like he needs a Battle Fury in order to be an Ancient Clear, which
or
I think,
a Magnus.
Yeah, or Magnus. But a carry is somebody that kills Ancients, right? Think like we saw at the major teams that they wouldn't even run a carry, but they would have a Lina mid or a Invoker mid or a TA mid, and this hero became the Ancient Clear, and therefore he was the actual carry. The carry, the one position, was more of a, hey, go win your lane and, you know, team fight with us. And that makes a lot of sense. But when you're playing a carry that doesn't clear Ancients, like a Slark, for example, you have to constantly be fighting, and it makes you like, I think Juggernaut is in that same category. It's like you need to win your lane and constantly fight in order
You're
to like
essentially giving yourself more conditions than an Ancient hero. So it's just
exactly like imagine just playing
bad
Luna
right now.
and just chilling up and hitting the Ancients. You know,
He
that's
did it really well.
yeah, that's the dream as a
but
carry.
it's true. It is, of course, the newest person of the 10 players that we got here on the board. Gonna be curious to see what Koma's gonna play. Juggernaut might be a comfort hero. It depends on what he is comfortable with, right? He was obviously comfortable on the Luna, comfortable enough for them to pick it first phase in that second game. So it really depends on what he feels comfortable with in a matchup like this.
Yeah, they'll
Probably
probably
mind
look
one of those egg hitters. Oh, they go line
Yeah.
instead.
Ooh. Disable. It's good.
Counterpick, yeah. Covers you against like maybe some Phoenix plays, and then we still have like the pucks and all the spirits are still in too. And we know Liquid likes to go to those when they're on the ropes.
Yeah, are both of you surprised that we haven't really seen Leshrac today? Because we saw Leshrac so often in the SEA qualifiers, and I thought that was going to be, especially when you're you know, watching Team Liquid, I thought we were gonna see a Leshrac coming out.
Well, they don't have Sumail anymore.
It's true. That's the only Leshrac we saw today, I think.
Yeah, it's a good hero, but you definitely need a lot of games on the hero. So I guess these guys just haven't been practicing that hero as much as others. I'm really disliking Spider-Pig's 3 starters here. I feel like they just have like these 3 ranged backliners, and I feel like they're kind of putting themselves in a position where they have to pick some frontline on their last 2 picks, and don't necessarily want to be doing that with your last couple picks. You don't want to put limitations on yourself, if you know what I mean. You want to be very open towards the end of the draft if you can. They might need like a Wraith King or something here, but that hero's not that great versus Phoenix.
Peter, were you the one criticizing Coddle earlier in the previous game?
No.
I was just about to say, Peter, they're gonna pick Jug, dude. They picked Coddle. They have no choice. I can guarantee Juggernaut's coming out once that Coddle's there.
We'll see. We'll see how this hero
I'm
does.
not saying it's good.
No,
I
I
agree.
agree. They were in a tough spot.
They're trapped.
For sure.
Do we like Coddle?
I think the hero can be good, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's that bad in lane, and I've kind of underestimated his ultimate. I used to think that once they removed the stun, it wasn't really that good, but I'm sort of coming around to it being still okay.
Yeah, it's got cheeky combos too. Like you're just in the middle of team fights and stuff with the chakra that can kind of catch you off guard and like crazy burst. So.
Yeah, it's one of Insania's better heroes. He's like a very like support, like backline kind of support player. You know, he wants to play Oracle, he wants to play Coddle, he wants to play a bad end. You know, he would probably play Venge if the hero was a little better.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, so Spider-Pigs are on like the 1-track mind now, right? Because they have this Jug. So like Liquid kind of know how they have to play Dota essentially. So should they just try and like delay and hold these towers out at this point and just be like, you know, go Terrorblade and feel comfortable with their game?
And just go late game versus Jug with the confidence?
Yeah. Well, like mid to late, you know what I mean? Like kind of like, oh, he's got Battle Fury, but you know, he's still a little bit behind. I'm just like a bigger carry than you.
Possibly. I think that, yeah, they go with the Terrorblade. So that is kind of the route you're going, but Juggernaut is not the worst carry against Terrorblade. It's the Hoodwink we saw do very well versus Terrorblade previously. They also have Lion, which isn't too bad as well, and if Viper goes for like the magic damage, hold you in place build, it's not as bad either. If he tries to play like that right click man up build, I don't think that that is going to work very well in this game. With their last pick, they can choose to pick a new laner against Terrorblade instead of Viper and just put the Viper mid, which I think is usually the best route to go if they can find the pick. Or they can get a different mid laner, like Liquid banned Zeus this time, but that would be, you know, a mid laner that would crush this Terrorblade even in the late game.
As they felt in game number 1. They also banned out the Timber Saw. We got Legion banned out on the side of Spider-Pigs. They are under the assumption that Mars is gonna be mid. Would you like to see a Koiva Mars over a Boxy Mars in this one?
I think that they're just like covering it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be Mars mid. I mean, it might end up being it, but I mean, to me, the Mars still looks fine. Like it lanes pretty well down there with the Phoenix. They're probably just trying to cover for the BKB piercing stuff too. So they might ban. I'm not even sure. Lee's is just such a really solid pick overall right there.
Yeah, they
could use a little bit more burst damage.
It just depends if they have the hero for Boxy, right? Do they have this hero that he really wants to play against Juggernaut? Or is he just fine to just go play Mars down there? And I think he probably is fine, and I do think that they'll probably put Quake on some sort of like semi-carry. Maybe Razor or, you know, some other ranged hero that's not going to... Invoker might be too greedy. I don't know if he has played it too much recently either. He used to play a lot of Storm, which is a pretty good combo with Coddle. Could be a nice Storm game. It's a little greedy with Terrorblade, but I'm trying to think like... I guess that's the route I'm going with my line of thinking at the moment.
To me, a little bit more damage would be nice to finish kills when Terrorblade's not there.
Yeah,
like, whatever it is, I feel like it needs something.
Yeah, they don't have much burst. Maybe, what about Lena? Oh, Lena could be nice. Oh, she's banned. She's banned.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
A lot of them are banned out.
Wind
Puck
Ranger
is like on the lower end. Ooh, Wind versus the Wyvern.
Oh, they go for Razor.
Typical Liquid, you know, Quakefa. He plays those heroes, you know.
Yeah, that make you annoyed heroes.
Yes. You never want to lane against heroes. Lone Druid, Viper, Razor,
Seconds remaining.
maybe
I'll
some
just
TA.
be here. Come at me, heroes. We got Lyrical mentioning Mag for the last pick of Spider Pigs. Is that still a good option here? Now that you know you're up against the Razor as well.
Like a mag mid?
No,
they-
never mind. They go for Pango.
Yeah, Pango mid again probably. Or Pango offlane. Ah. Oh yes, Pango offlane
no,
for
yeah.
Fike.
Okay, yeah, but then they get the Viper mid. That's good, right?
It's a I think Viper does. I don't know how that lane goes actually, to be honest. I think it can go both ways, but Liquid supports are pretty bad at roaming, so maybe Spider Pigs can get a couple rotations on this Razor, and if Viper gets ahead on Razor, Razor will have no game.
Okay, so all eyes on the mid lane for you, Peter.
Always, always.
All I see is really ugly Roche fights again. Of like trying to space out these timings of like the meta, and then Jug is the healing war, but they also don't kill it that fast really. So I feel like the Roche fights are gonna be those like 1.5-minute long engagements where no one wants to make the first move.
I see one stun on Liquid, and it's a Mars, and they have a Juggernaut and a Pangolier. So I feel like these guys are going to be getting their spin off, getting their roll off. I hate to go. I hate to just go
3
against
games in a
Liquid all
row?
the time. Yeah, but do I have to predict? I'll take.
If you want to.
Of course I do. I'll take Spider Pigs.
How about you,
I
Trent?
actually, yeah, I'm taking Spider Pigs too. The Razor, I don't know. It's not what I wanted in the last pick. I'm not feeling it.
Alright. Well, do stuns win games, or is it the Wombo combo this time around on the side of Team Liquid? We're gonna find out. Third and deciding game coming your way with Lyrical and AUI 2000.
Man, y'all are some haters. Just like no Liquid, no day. Everybody's picking Spider Pigs. I mean, Owie, the stuns win games, or do you just farm? You just keep farming, right? That's the way you really win games. Never fight.
Stuns are good.
Okay,
I also
never mind.
think Spider Pig's lineup is better, so we'll see what happens here. I feel like this might be the best Juggernaut game I've ever seen.
Okay.
We saw, like at the major, I think, who did T1 play against? It might have been Quincy Crew, where they had Juggernaut versus Terrorblade, and Juggernaut
Right.
does end up out carrying him really hard. It's just the shard with the magical damage and Omni Slash. I mean, you can't Sunder if you're getting Omni Slash.
That's some high quality analysis, right?
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, that's how Dota works. It's a very simple game, just overlaid with a lot of complexity over and over.
Right.
But it depends a little bit on bottom lane, because Mars can be good versus Juggernaut lane. We've even seen like Boxy's gone for the anti-Juggernaut build, where you just build a ton of plus HP and a Fairy Fire. They can't kill you in spin. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, it definitely is going to be interesting to watch. You know, I had talked about like Mag being a potential answer, but with that Razor pick, it seems pretty bad. You had a significantly more disgusting pick that you thought they might go for. Can you care to illuminate us to that one?
Yeah, I think they should have picked Tinker. I think this is a really good Tinker game. Wish has a good Tinker as well. I'm
Right.
actually a bit curious why they didn't.
Right.
But maybe they, like, the only reason I can think of for why they didn't pick Tinker is that they already feel like they have the outscale.
Right.
So you don't need to like risk this hero that's sort of mediocre to do that.
30 seconds.
That's fair.
to battle.
And I can respect that as well.
Yeah.
Like, just stick with what works. Easy
'Cause
peasy.
in my head, the game one, they had the Zeus versus Terrorblade. The other mid hero that's unplayable for Terrorblade is Tinker. And like nothing's catching Tinker this game. You have like, some Phoenix dive into egg. You have some Blink blind arena and trees.
Yeah.
Oh, did
and
I just say Wish? It's Noob playing mid.
There
Why
you
did
go.
I say... Yeah, because...
We watched Wish earlier. You were paying
Yeah,
for
no,
that
my head
series,
got
right?
messed up because I know Wish is he's a Tinker spammer. So if
Okay.
Wish was playing this, he would have picked Tinker. Honestly,
Absolutely.
I'm less familiar with Noob. I know he is a Magnus spammer. That's how he got like first onto the scene.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's completely my bad. I have the players wrong because I'm stupid and But
Damn, dude,
this was
fine.
a really good Tinker game.
It would have been really cool, definitely. Just take care of yourself there, buddy. You sound a little down.
I'm having some
but
struggles.
it's fine. You know, Noob is he's going to be playing on the Viper this time, so it's a battle of Viper versus Razor, and otherwise known as the battle of like who will the audience be less excited about for a hero matchup. I feel like Razor is a little bit more exciting than Viper. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. We saw the Tundra Brame series where Wish was in. 3-3 was looking pretty dank on that Viper. He's just, he had the Scotty, he was right-clicking them. But anyways, Koikva, he took his Plasma Field at level 1. I thought you just link Viper and sort of outlast hit him. Like, Viper doesn't win lanes mid versus range heroes that hard anymore. Just because of how much regen there is in the lane, how much mana your poison cost attack costs. So I don't know if Koikva's unfamiliar with the build, with this matchup, or I just have no idea how it works, but one of us doesn't understand something here.
That's fair. You know,
Probably
sometimes that's what happens. We did see a little bit of a switch up, and it is going to be the Pango playing in the off lane with Funix. So wasn't able to get his Mars this time around, and is already, you know, doing pretty good up here, facing off against Mickey. He's just spamming out that reflection a little bit. Often thought of as like a very weak laner on the Pango, but maybe paired together with DNZ, they can make some magic happen.
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing that has made Pango better in lane is that they're starting to take Shield Crash at level 2 or even level 1. It's just a really efficient spell. It only costs 60 mana, and it's 90 damage, which is basically a free last hit.
Not bad.
Oh, they're completely out of regen top though, and the solve actually gets cancelled on DNZ.
Ooh.
You know, he's a bit stronger in lane, but maybe don't get an Orb Venom versus Terrorblade because he's gonna spam Reflection on you, and you'll lose all your regen.
Very annoying, absolutely. And DNZ actually taking a ton of damage there. Insania still playing very up in his face. Both couriers were sent home, and they didn't have anything on him left over, so he's going to have to take the long walk back home and then ferry out some regen for his team. So a little bit frustrating there, but it is a wave underneath the tower, which, you know, Funnick was able to get most of there as well. So should be okay. The main one that's actually kind of struggling a little bit is Jug down bottom. Not having a great time against this Mars Phoenix. And again, it's a situation where Boxy and Taiga able to make a lot of space and do well in an otherwise lane that might have been a little bit tough.
Yeah, I think this lane's actually hard for Juggernaut. Because, like, Juggernaut's supposed to be, like, on paper, you think you're good versus Mars, but he's just very tanky. He just pushes you around. And if you commit a spin on him, sometimes he stands in a creep wave and just hits you. And Boxy, he's like an expert in anti-Juggernaut. He's played for so many Juggernauts because he plays so much Mars. He goes for 2 bracers. Like, you cannot spin on this guy. He has 900 HP with a Fairy Fire. And he's just going to outlast hit you because Jug does not have the best damage. And Mars has an Imba animation ranged.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's definitely putting the screws to him a little bit here. 16-3 versus the 13-4. And again, it's not like he's getting like completely dominated, but just not like a, you know, at least the early free game we're anticipating is mid. Quakefa taking a lot of damage, gets that right click in on him, and able to connect, and that signals, hey, there is a ward up there.
Ooh,
Very
the
frustrating.
creep aggro is also very unfortunate for Quakefa here. There's a couple of creeps go straight in, and okay, his Nyx Wave barely doesn't go into tower. I think Noob might pull aggro here from another. Yeah, he does. So he pulls aggro, so his creeps walk into the tower. That's another couple of creeps lost in the middle lane.
Very frustrating. Yeah, and he is going to TP back out. Actually, he's... Oh, because he TP'd! Oh,
he TP'd?
no! Quakefa, he's got boots, but he has to walk back out now. Oh, no.
Man. So Liquid, I think they're winning the bot lane maybe a bit harder than they should, but mid lane is just a disaster. Viper is 1,000 net worth ahead of Razor at 4 minutes into the game. Probably more than that by the time he reaches the lane. And just as importantly, look what Noob is doing mid. He's killing the range creep and sort of slow pushing the wave in. So this means that while your creeps are killing the melee creeps, like both waves are coming. He's gonna have a full double wave into Koikefa's tower with level 6. He's gonna pressure him really hard here.
In the meantime, Taiga will die down bottom. So Koma able to make the play happen with that spin. Boxy's hard to kill, but Phoenix a little bit less so. And yeah, like you talked about, this double wave, it's coming in there. And Noob gonna try and get some pressure on, but has level 3 up in the plasma field, and that'll be enough to stop Noob from doing any real diving action.
This is probably the best like Viper lane a Viper lane can go. I think he's killed the small camp like 3 times now. He got a double bounty rune, he got a kill. Everything just feels so nice for a Noob right now.
And we'll also do a little bit of jungling now while the Lion takes over in the mid lane. Only level 3 for DNZ, so definitely not the greatest. We just get a deny right there on the Goikba. Oh, how annoying. But yeah, up top, maybe some more action going in there. The combination of Coddle and Terrorblade is also kind of cool. You know, just lowering that cooldown for Conjure Image and trying to allow him to spam out stuff later on will be nice.
Oh, I didn't realize that Noob actually got the first blood at the beginning of the game, so that's why the lane sort of started like that, where Quickva had to play really scared. And it was just, I guess it's weird because a lot of lanes in Dota, you change one thing like that, like one hero starts with a bit more resources or regen, and the matchup just completely swings. I can completely see Viper dominating this matchup if he gets his bottle earlier, because he just never runs out of mana. And in the same ward they got the first blood with, he also got the vision from that ward to kill Razor.
True.
It's just like a really good snowballing of events from Spider Pigs off this one level 1 play.
Yeah. And at least at this early going, things looking good for them in the mid. And as you mentioned, there is still that little bit of a disparity amongst the side lanes, but it's not something that's like absolutely terrible. With that said, Jug is actually jungling at the moment, and now is going to head on back into the lane after farming up a camp there. Taiga trying to pull this wave over as well, and there's a TP coming over from Viper. This is nice if they can catch. Spin down, trying to kill off Boxy, and he will fall. So a nice spin and a good rotation from Noob to help out his safe lane Jug.
Yeah, that's a mid Viper rotating. He already has his Boots of Travel. He doesn't even have to pick up that replacement TP because Travels gives you one automatically. And a little bit of synergy between Juggernaut and Viper we saw there. Oh, top lane picks up a free Lion. Because their poison attack, it gives a minus magic resistance. Spin does a lot of magical damage.
That's nice.
Top though, Funnick's going on Insania here.
This would be nice if they could go for this kill. Gonna pop that salve, try and live through it. Funnick looking for the finish, needs a little bit more, but isn't gonna get it. Instead, he might go down. Mickey gets a free one. And the voice lines are gonna start coming out there a little bit.
Yeah, that's punishment. How dare you try to kill position 5 with all your ultimates and everything.
Exactly, it's cheating. Not allowed.
Netanya has a lot of stacks in his jungle going as well here.
DNZ, some recognition of this as well with the ward up on the high ground. And this might be one of those things that we see a Viper come on in to... oh, wait a minute. DNZ takes the DD.
Did you just see what happened to Mickey? He got gobbled by Viper, and he lived with 60 HP. He TP'd to his tier 2 instead of base. He had like a 17 wand, and he barely managed to live because Viper, at this point, 5 poison stacks and his ultimate just does a ton of damage. And these stacks, they're for Viper.
Yeah, this is huge. They're getting these ones here, and DNZ has the Earth Spike afterwards. They're trying to take him out in time. Mickey's moving over as well. A good dive through onto both. Huge Illuminate, but now popping the ulti coming from Funnick, looking for Mickey. Can they connect for the kill? Bounces back the other direction. He's down low, still has Sunder available. Gonna Sunder that Coddle. Funnick now has to back out from Quickva as well, but they took a good chunk of that stack.
And that's huge. The thing about stealing stacks is because, okay, I don't remember the number. It's like 30 to 40% extra gold per when you stack something. The person who stacks it gets 30. I think it's 30 or 35%. So when you steal these camps, like if you steal 4 stack, you're effectively stealing like 5 camps worth of gold from them, right? Because the second, third, and fourth give you an extra camp of gold.
Right.
So it's just extra impact there. And it's sort of doubled because you get the gold and your opponent doesn't get it. So, this Viper, he's really taking over the map. He's carrying his team because the side lanes, as we said, like they did not go as well as I think Spider Pigs would have wanted them to go.
Yo, and this dude's going Helm of the Dominator next. Let's go.
Wait, Viper?
No, all right, he switched up to Atos. I wanted to see it. He had Helm of the Dominator queued for a moment, but Noob just tempting us. You bought that item a bunch, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a good 5 position item, I think.
Not
No-Tail
so much for
bought it
Viper.
as well at ESL, but I don't think it's good on cores. It's just so expensive. Maybe some Beastmasters or something. Maybe like, I mean, I don't want to say the hero, but Darkseer. No, it's
man.
you should buy it on 5 if you have a Darkseer, but I don't think Darkseer should buy it.
Fair enough. All right, well, we got ourselves tier 1 tower trade-offs going on right now as both of them will fall in the safe lanes, as often happens. Are they actually going to finish
this is the last sound of tower, though. Very unfortunate. That's like a extra wave that you just missed. Maybe like 3 creeps.
Very frustrating. Probably going to cause them to lose the game, but
you might tilt out of it, Sometimes you... Oh, they're defending bottom because they took so long. Funnick smoked up. He has a roll ready.
Looking for it now. Taiga doesn't have egg yet. Instead, it's going to be DNZ that walks forward, spots him out. Who do they go on? That's a big Earth Spike. Boxy just dies. And how can they find any more? Insania doesn't get hit by the proc. but the Orb of Venom was able to slow him ever so slightly. And it looks like that's going to be the end of it, but they hold their tower. And meanwhile, you look up top, Homa just spin TPs out.
Yeah. And this is part of what I think makes it such a good Juggernaut game. There's no threat to you if you spin TP out. So he gets to go these like more greedy items, and he's not going to go for Battlefield because that item is just terrible dispatch. But he's going for like Maelstrom and... Oh, still... Okay. They're just running them over from Spider Pigs.
They don't have an answer. I mean, what do you do against this at this point? Like, you have Dragonlance on Terrorblade. They're going to take mid off of this, or at least attempt to.
They don't have Arena, so it's hard to fight. Because I think the Juggernaut pick was powerful this game in the fact that, like, Egg doesn't have its normal potential, right? You just spin and hit it. Same for Arena. Like, you might not be able to catch this Juggernaut. It's just going to sit in the front line. Wait, have you clicked on Juggernaut?
Yeah.
He's 4-3-1 with no Omnislash.
I don't know. It's
Dude,
what
boy's
he's
a
doing.
beast.
He just wants to have that healing ward ready. He doesn't need it. Healing ward back behind, healing him back up all the way. Egg is down. They will kill off DNZ with that one. Is Funnick going to zip away from there? And Noob, at least for the moment, still a little ways away from that Atos. So they managed to escape with the Pango. Force out the Egg. Force out, not the Arena, but, you know, not bad at all for Spider Pigs.
For sure. He didn't actually use Arena there, and he does have Blink Dagger in 100 gold. So Liquid do have some timing coming up here. He's going to finish his Blink off on bottom. But overall, I would agree. Like, Spider Pigs, they don't really think they're going to get that tower, but they're okay with forcing all of Liquid's heroes to come there and sit there. At the cost of one Lion, it doesn't feel that bad. It's not like use Finger or anything.
Well, they do have level 9 now, which means that Koma's going to get the Omnislash online, so they're more prepared to fight, and also that Atos.
I wonder how many times in competitive Dota Omnislash has been skilled at level 9. I'm going to say this is the first time.
If only we had a statsman that could tell us.
Do we have a statsman who could tell us that?
I'm not sure. That's a tough ask right there, but we'll find out in the near future. Trying to set up there again, down bottom with this Blink Dagger. It would be a huge kill if they could take down this Jug, but I'm not really sure. Although they are bringing multiple heroes to mid as well. It looks like they're trying to separate them. And jump forward, Spear's going to connect, doing a lot of damage. Oma in trouble, spin, tries TP. Oh, the healing ward too! That's enough to keep him alive. And in mid, they're keeping that pressure on. Still have the Arena. Looking for that roll up now. Can they get the kill? Or Spike, Finger of Death, dead. Spear afterwards, DNZ trying to back out. Funnick also pulling them up to the north. There isn't any extra pressure, though, onto that mid tower.
All right, our statsman is betraying us. He's doing important things like trying to go to TI and stuff. How dare he?
Got it.
But, nah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time Juggernaut's done that build. I also want to commend Juggernaut's like presence of mind there. He doesn't spin TP right away. He uses his wand, he uses his healing word. He understands that if he does this, it gives him a higher percent to live. Because I thought he might be dead on that link.
And just like that, Boxy with a little bit of a whiff there, jumps forward, anticipated the chase, but it didn't happen. And they just blow him up. Man, this combo of like Lion and Viper is devastating. If they catch you, you're just like, it's so hard to live through it.
For sure. And I think Noob has a read on this game because I don't think Atos is a meta build on Viper mid right now. I think usually they go Travis Dragonlance BKB or oh my god, Lion just got blasted there.
Baiting? Maybe? Nice.
Nothing
He's gonna
happening.
back out.
Classic.
Right, perfect.
But again, like look at the Spider Pigs. They bring all of Liquid's heroes to bottom. Meanwhile, Juggernaut's farming all of top. He's communicating to his team. Look, my creatures are hitting top tier 2. You guys don't have to take a fight. They're losing on the map right now. Just chill a bit. And you know, Viper TP's mid. He's getting his farm on. And ooh, Juggernaut's collapsing mid here. This is a
Funnick.
cool move.
Have to be careful about this one, as the chase down is going to be there. They have Blink Spear, but Funnick, they're just going in. The Omni Slash down, and now the jump forward, looking for the finish. Oh, they managed to get the egg off. This is looking a little bit weird right now for Spider Pigs. Dual Scepter comes out afterwards. The stun not going to connect, but the spear is there for the finish. So an overextension from Spider Pigs and Liquid. They've had enough of their mess. Going to walk it down a lane, try and get this mid tower.
That was really close there. Both supports living on. Oh, spear.
Yet again, has spin available. Tries to back out now. DNC living on very low HP, but will die inside the arena. And Liquid, after a really frustrating series of events for them, they managed to take down the mid tower and 2,000 gold up now. Good play from Boxy.
Really good coordination from the Team Liquid heroes in general. I think Mickey, this game, every time he's had to come to a fight with meta, he's sort of been ready to come there. And here he is, look at this. He uses meta to get the kills, and then he gets to farm enemy Ancients. We saw him in the kill earlier on Lion. He's really... I mean, people don't think Terrorblade is that high skill a hero, because you're just like, I go farm Burr.
Right.
But the one of the biggest decisions to have on that hero is how you use your meta early game. I think Mickey's done it fantastically so far.
Well, he has certainly been able to keep that farm up. Currently highest net worth in the game.
Whoa, they're going Roshan.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
so no
Pango
meta,
with
no
the
egg,
disarm.
no arena. G Roshans?
Yeah, I mean, Liquid, either they don't know, don't care, but whatever's going on, Roche is happening. And, oh man, if they could translate this afterwards, DNZ's calling out the play right now. He knows somebody is going to come to push down this bottom lane afterwards. So Spider Pigs are going to make this rotation. Great recognition there by DNZ to find the follow-up kill, and just going to drop the finger down.
Oh, beautiful play. Honestly, this series is so good. Liquid make this amazing move mid, but they use their cooldowns, and Spider Pigs get a read on the map from that. They get Roshan, they get a pick off. All of a sudden, like, I thought Liquid was going to start dominating the map, but it's looking good for Spider Pigs all of a sudden.
Yeah, heads up play there. And Taiga gets caught. He was mid-dive. Oh, they caught him. He's dead. Now looking for more Quakefa. He's got to get out of here. Oh, he's so close. They spot him. He's trying to can't get it, though. Oh, no. Spider Pigs missed out on that kill, which would have been huge, but nonetheless, they're going to laugh it off and try and head out. Still Liquid with a 2,000 gold lead.
They're going for Jug here.
They kill him. Has the spin afterwards. Pops that healing ward. And they're afraid of the TPs. We'll back out.
I had to check my vision, but Boxy just jumped in and speared him blind there.
Okay.
Like, boy's a beast, honestly. I mean, it doesn't result in anything, but I mean, it sort of does, because now they think there's vision there. They're going to de-ward the area for sure. And then they all TP to try to help him, but, you know, Spider Pigs, they're not thinking of the defensive D-ward plays. They're thinking, how can I aggress? I've seen their heroes,
now.
I want to run at them.
Look at this, the smoke up. They got the Blink Dagger reveal here from the Lion. Tries to find one. Omni slash out TNC, though. He's getting blown up. That's the egg down, spinning, trying to kill off. What? The Thunder, he's really low on mid-game, trying to kill him. Will it be there? No. They burn through the Aegis. Two more dead. Funnick tries to jump forward. See if he can get this kill into Mickey. Mickey does ring around the Rosie. Gets himself out. Spear afterwards. Catches. Onakoma takes him down. Liquid play it perfect. Yet again, they dodge away from that aggression and are now going to be able to punish again on to Funnick. He's hiding off to the side. Blinks away. All right, maybe he's just a god. Funnick might actually just be a god looking for a high five. But he's out of there. Unreal.
And really good reaction from Liquid there, just holding their hill. Maybe a little bit of experience in these Game 3 TI qualifiers. They had a little bit of nerves from the Spider Pig side, but they just smoked and walked up high ground without placing any wards. If they place an Obs Ward on a high ground there, I think they win that fight. Like, they will burst Terrorblade from range. Instead, what happened is DNZ literally blinked beside a Terrorblade. He doesn't get his second spell off. And, oh, wait, they're setting up, though.
Another chance there. They catch now onto Boxy. Again, the game feeling a little bit sloppy as we get later and later. It's close to midnight right now, CEST, and it's starting to feel like there's maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in with the way these teams are playing.
I think a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of nerves. I mean, there's a lot of pressure here, right?
Of course.
And I will say, I haven't seen this in a long time. Like, just a first item Mjolnir on any hero this patch. It's a lot of damage. That item is underrated for sure. It got one of the bigger buffs when it went from 25% to 30%. And they actually have a lot of things that proc the Mjolnir active. If you put it onto your Viper, or anyone who's in the Sunray, or anything, like, it's gonna deal a lot of damage in these fights.
Right. It's just so weird to see, like, Slippers of Agility, Iron Branch, Mjolnir.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the reason it's not bought much is because it doesn't give stats, right?
Yeah.
Like most Juggernauts, they buy phase boots, but Koma's on the next level. He's getting. Oh, they're catching Terrorblade here.
He's all alone. The bushwhack afterwards. Oh, Funnick, he got caught though. For a moment, finger of death out, trying to find the finish. Will it be enough? The stun is there. Sunder, where is it? He's got it available, but no, didn't use it on anybody. Now the turn, Egg is down. They turn onto that one now, trying to finish that one off. Evil Scepter, good lift up. Koma tries to get there in time. The stun will go off though. Funnick ends up falling. Spear afterwards, connects on a nuke. Omni slash out. It's not going to be enough though. Maybe enough to turn it onto this kill for Taiga, who eventually will get run down. But they get out with the Razor and the Coddle. What happened there with the Sunder?
I think he clicked on Viper and he missaw how long the BKB was on him for. Because he really didn't want to sunder a teammate there. He's, Mickey, he's a friendly human being. He knows that, he doesn't want to hate on the supports. Like, their lives have meaning. He didn't want to just sunder Insania. He should have. But, yeah, that's a full 9-second BKB, so he doesn't get it off, and that's a good fight for Spider Pigs. Any fight where the Juggernaut can scale, like anytime you have the late game, any fight like that, where the fight sort of is messy, sort of chaotic, it goes even, that would be good for them. But honestly, they just straight up won that fight. It was 3-for-2 and they killed the carry.
All right, and normally you could say something like, okay, well now they have meta, they've got, a chance to fight with Sunder again if they want, but there isn't really that like clear objective that they want to go for. Roche is still, 3 minutes until it's capable of respawning even? It just ends up being a bit of an unfortunate situation. Now Spider Pigs, I mean, again, they're still down 3,000 gold, but it keeps on feeling like they're winning these fights. But Liquid are just so farming so efficiently around the
They're
Ah.
map.
smoking into the enemy triangle here. Noob is he aware?
Oh,
They scanned DNZ. Poor DNZ.
yeah. They're right on top of him. Can't quite get the blink out, unfortunately.
Oh, he
Mistimed it
blinked.
slightly. Well, right, but I mean,
blinked.
the blink out.
That was a weird. I think probably quick cast, and he just panics when who wouldn't panic when a Mars literally just blinks and arenas you in the trees? You have no idea how he sees you.
But again, I think you're happy with that if you're DNZ. That was a big smoke, and
I
they're
think so, too.
pressuring bottom.
And it's not like they took the enemy triangle, right? Noob did this really cool play where he sort of just snuck in and stole his own ancients. Like, it's a weird thing to say, stealing your own ancients. But oh my god, they got the tier 2 bottom, like full. Was that full to 0?
Pretty much.
And
I mean, that's the
Koma,
Solar Crest.
he's gone for 4-3-1 stats. So he already has 4 points in attributes. Again, it's because of his item build, right? You buy Mjolnir, you don't have stats. Okay, let's compensate for that. The crit doesn't matter as much because I'm dealing a lot of damage with lightning. I'll just take a lot of stats. It's not like this crit scales that well.
Interesting.
Very cool.
What a build.
You can't cast Juggernaut like this.
No, that's not how that works. They're going to TP out of there. So Koma does manage to get away, and so too will the Hoodwink. But the big bad item that has so often been the terrifying component that makes Terrorblade really dangerous to deal with, and that's the Iascati. It's online now, doesn't have BKB yet, so there's still some potential there. Is this the timing you just want to like avoid fights if you're Spider Pigs, or do you think that they can sort of go in and still make things happen?
I think you don't want to like go into your enemy and fight in their areas. Like if you see Skada and Terrorblade, you should feel like the enemy's strong, they have a time, and they're gonna smoke on you, as Liquid are. But that doesn't mean you can just give them the entire map. And you can see Spider Pig, they're smoked up themselves, they're ready to take this fight.
All right, DNZ, smoke breaks, Quakefoot up on the high ground, gotta be careful, looking for that initiation. They find the 2 supports right at the start. Everybody else has to get out. Spider Pigs try and retreat, and it looks like they'll be able to. So we'll see what that timer is on Roche, but depending upon how quick it spawns, this could be a great moment here for Liquid.
Yeah, at the very least for Liquid, they're getting 2 lane control mid and top, and they're taking the enemy ancients. And this time you're actually stealing it, taking farm away. And Koma, I will say, like, he's a very talented player, like in the sense of like how he farms the map. I feel like every single time Liquid are getting something, not just this game but also the Luna games, like he always gets compensation. Oh, they're taking over our triangle. He immediately ran to the enemy triangle. He got the ancients. He's gonna cut the wave there. He's always thinking about like how his farming pattern will influence a map state, and I can really appreciate such a young carry player doing that.
Yeah, it's not always that you'll see that. Usually it's just what's the most amount of creeps I can hit the fastest possible, and map state be damned. But he's doing it.
And he's TPing back now.
Also rewarded with a late Roche spawn, so we've still got a minute and a half, and all the rest of Spider Pigls will be up to contest it.
To be honest, I think the late Roche spawn is not bad for Liquid either. They did use Arena and Metamorphosis, so now when Roshan spawns, they'll have all their spells and be ready to go.
DD.
Ooh, they give it to Juggernaut bottle? Bottle.
Oh, yeah, they're going for it. All right. Do they want to make something happen with this? They spot that DD on the Jug. They go for the D ward now. Funnick chasing in. Trying to find Quakefa there. Can't quite connect, though. And Pango ulti down. So they'll force them out of the area, but you could think about turning now if you're Liquid.
You can, but at the same time, you do have meta coming up in 20 seconds.
Okay.
Do they have a smoke left? They've popped a lot of smokes these games. I don't think they have one right now.
I'm not seeing one. I have a couple healing salves. Trusty shovel. Putting in work. DNZ. Oh my god, he's just showing in mid. What the? Oh, man. All right, that guy is somebody that is not afraid of things. And, in fact, a jump in from Funnick, too. Blinks out at the last second. Yeah, that was scary. That was very scary, but not deterred.
But now this is terrifying for Liquid. They don't have any control over this Roshan area, and they have no Mars Arena. They might have to take a weird fight here.
About it.
Mickey disassembled his Dragonlance for BKB. He's ready to take the fight.
Okay.
He understood, like, this is the timing. We have to be able to fight them at this point, and the item that lets you fight is always going to be Black King Bar.
How close are we now? We are, what is this, about 100 XP away from Jug having level 3 Omni Slash as well. As they're going to try and take down Roche, but there's the Yule Scepter lift up, finds the Pango. Funnick dead, doesn't have buyback. That's not good. He is 700 gold away, so he's out for 40 seconds. Can they take this fight without him? DNZ walking around the side. I mean, he's in a really good position here, as long as they don't get caught. Illuminate spam, gonna go through Boxy, looking for an opening now, gonna send in Coleman all those illusions. Roche down to about a third. Blink back, spotted out one. Boxy still living through it. Illusions in there. Do they go for that jump? Big Hexen! They get the arena off, but it wasn't quite in time. BKB out afterwards. Viper, he's in the middle of all, but he's getting torn apart by Mickey. Liquid, this fight is looking really good for them. With no Pango and no Viper, the rest of Spider Pigs has to back out. And DNZ will also go down. Aegis on Mickey. What a huge win.
And you can clearly see how Liquid, they're communicating how they want the team fights to go. They get the arena off, they're trying to trap some support, and Razor just, Quakefa, he barrels for the Juggernaut. He got a full link off, so even though this Juggernaut has, honestly, a decent amount of farm, he just has 0 damage. He can't use Omni Slash, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
And now, wow, Liquid's 11k up all of a sudden. When did they get such a big gold?
I mean, it's a combination of the kills, you get the shard, they're taking over the map. This has looked really good the last couple of minutes for Liquid, and you know, I don't think we should be surprised when you get towards the later stages, this team starts to come online.
Ooh, Koma doesn't have a teleport scroll. I think someone on his team needs to send him one on the courier. We'll see if no one wants to do it. Maybe people don't know you can give TP scrolls to allies via your courier.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
It's very nice because if your courier gets sniped like this, like Koma, this even though they're down 11k gold, the thing he has going for him is that he can still play anywhere on the map. And maybe some Mars like blind spear into Terrorblade hitting you can kill you, but mostly you should feel invulnerable right now.
Well, and unfortunately, as you mentioned, if you don't have that TP, definitely can't spin TP out. And Spider Pig's now trying to chase down Boxy. He's got Blink and Yules. Does Noob realize he's here? Stands right on top of him. Hello. Spear, jump, Yules, lift up. The rest of them coming in. This is a nice fight. And Noob is going to get out, but DNZ, he's going to fall.
Now I also want to point out Boxy's item build this game. I think it's very cool, this Glimmer Cape. First of all, it's a great Glimmer Cape item. You're against Viper, Lion, Hoodwink, Pango, you know, it's just going to have high value. But it also lets you set up for play, sort of like a mini Shadow Blade. It's a very underrated item on core heroes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now you can see a little bit of trading going on. Koma getting the TP brought out to him at the moment. But still could be a problem with Boxy going in. And, well, LeBron hits on a Quakefa. They pop the BKB, able to force him away.
top
Up
lane though.
top, this could get a little bit interesting with those other heroes TPing back, but Mickey feeling like he knows his limits. Taiga's nearby as well, has the heal afterwards. A little bit of roll action now. Boxy, he's joined up with the rest of his team. They still are not going to have the Razor, but it looks like with these heroes, it's going to be enough. Wheel Scepter lift up. DNZ has 4 staff available, taking down those illusions. So they lose the tier 3 tower, but still managing to hold on to the racks.
Under attack.
Yeah, and it's hard for Spider Pig's lineup to play from behind just because of Keeper of the Light. He's picked up the shard, and we saw that even though they had to TP heroes to bottom, he could just bring them into this fight at top. They don't have meta now, so a little bit of breathing room for Spider Pigs, but it's looking scary. I mean, Juggernaut, he's getting towards Scotty, but he outscales TB, but TB outfarms him. You have to get a lot of items before you really get to that scary point.
Right.
Man, he's so great. He skipped his level 15 talent just for a point in stats. This guy's a beast.
It's cool. I like it. I mean, there is a reason they call him Aggressive Child, but we'll see how it goes.
Does he skill stats?
Yeah, he's very aggressive. Stats Child. It's like, if Nahaz and Knoxville just, made a baby.
Stats people are very aggressive, so that
That's
doesn't make
right.
sense. Yeah. That's what I think of when the number crunching mathematicians, they're just very, very aggressive.
It's true. Question mark. Get out of here. I don't care about it. Unbelievable. All right, so we've got ourselves an 11k gold lead right now, and it
Ooh.
feels like this is a story we've seen time and again of Terrorblades sieging high ground. Can they stop it this time around? The Bushwhack
Arcane
will
Rune.
go out.
Arcane Rune on Terrorblade for his meta, so he was very happy using it here.
All right, roll back and forth. This is the danger zone, but the BKB is out already. And just like that, Liquid, they stop the counter pressure. Can they go in for anything to stop this afterwards? They're going to have that Atos. The arena's down. LeBron going to drop. Koikfa on the low ground. Throws out the plasma field. The racks are dead. And, I mean, they've got the Scotty, but everything just feels so hard right now for the Spider Pigs. No BKB
Yeah, for
Mickey,
sure.
though. Can they do anything here? Jump forward. Stun to start. Glimmer Cape afterwards. Fine and dandy. Oh, they get the Ewell Scepter lift up. Coma thinking about chasing this one down a little bit. They have heroes right on top of them. Oh, they got the link. Has to back away immediately. In trouble. They're taking so much damage right now. Has Omni Slash, but the link took away all of his damage. He's minus 200, barely killing creeps at this point. And it's just going to get ran down by Koikva. Noob appreciating what he was able to do right there. And a 15,000 gold lead. Jug is done for 70. This might just be another set of racks.
So this entire game, Juggernaut could go into dangerous position, spin TP, but he can't anymore because Koikva's purchased a Basher on Razor.
Yeah.
And they're just going throne. They understand.
it.
There's no Omni Slash. If there's no Omni Slash, they can't fight you.
Unbelievable. The pressure continues to be mounted onto the tier 4 towers. They've got Coddle to keep spamming out these illusions from Mickey. Another round of the Bushwhack. Funnick trying to make a little bit of space here, but the BKB gets out in time as they chase him down yet again. Funnick dies in the roll. It is all falling apart here for the Spider Pigs as Team Liquid will continue to stand there inside the base and try and take it down. Now they are going for it all here, and Meta's starting to run down a little bit low. Is Mickey sticking around a bit too long? They're killing off the illusions. Reflection is out as well. Jug's back up in 15, but it's so tough. The Hex is out as well. He runs out of meta. They might have actually held off again. Oh, do they stick around and try and finish this? Maybe go for a fake back or something? Jug's back up in 5. The game will go on. Spider Pigs managed to hold out.
Unheard of, how to say, like, control from Team Liquid going high ground.
Right.
I think during DBC they threw 5 or more games each season by just bashing their head into the enemy's high ground. So I like this. You know, it shows they're here to win. They've looked at their past replays and no one defends their high ground the 6th time from Team Liquid in a row. Makes a comeback, you know.
Well, and right now you can see Spider Pigs are trying to take advantage of this moment where they want to see if they can find an opening with Metamorphosis down. It's not going to be for that much longer.
He had an
10 seconds
Arcane
away.
Rune for his pop, so he already has up. They have a ward here too.
Oh, looking for it. BKB out though. They're on to Mickey, trying to go for the spin down. Impale afterwards, down low, dead. Is it no Mickey? Living, he gets the thunder off Koikfa. saves his life. There's the turnaround that they needed. They chase him down, gonna bring him down, find the kill, and Noob 2 will manage to escape just barely. Don't even kill off Koifa. DNC not able to do it. That's everybody dead, and that should be game. As Team Liquid can just run it down the lane and make this one finished off.
Classic
Really
double damage
impressive
in.
showing.
And you know, it was a good try from Spider Pigs there. They understand meta's down. As soon as meta is up, this game is over. We have to try something. Unfortunately, Juggernaut died with Armor Slash literally 2 seconds on cooldown. You know, this Hoodwink Furry has been arena'd like 6 times this game and just died to it instantly. And they just don't have enough to take the fight. Liquid are too strong.
With that, Liquid will take the series 2-1. Still doing it in Liquid fashion, even in spite of all the craziness. But that will take us to the end of the day, and Team Liquid still looking quite good.